Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Welcome po sa aming GEG South Manila webinar called COVID-19 Virtually Ready. Kamusta po kayong lahat mga teachers dyan? Ngayon po ay gagawa po kami ng isang short webinar about how to implement distance learning dahil ito po yung kailangan natin gawin ngayon na tayo po ay temporarily shut down sa mga schools or suspended po. So, pakilala po muna ako. Ako po si Adrian Cruz. I'm Adrian Cruz. I'm an educational technology coach. I'm also a Google certified innovator and the GEG South Manila leader. I also teach empowerment technologies and earth and life science. Ayan po. Ngayong hapon po, makakasama din po natin ang isa pang teacher. He's also a Google Educator Group member of South Manila. He's Isaac Vargas. He's a senior teacher and coordinator at the Linden Tree Institute. He teaches geometry, trigonometry, calculus, physics, chemistry, and research writing. Naku, ang dami po palang tinuturo ni Sir Isaac. He's also a Google Certified Educator Level 1 and Level 2. So we'll now call in Sir Isaac. Ayan. Sir Isaac, good afternoon po.
Hi, good afternoon.
Ayan. Sir, can you hear me? Okay lang po?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Good afternoon sa mga teachers and sa mga school officers as well. Magandang hapon sa inyo.
Ayan po. So, sir, ngayong hapon po, pag-usapan natin ng distance learning. Kamusta po ang school ninyo? Kamusta po kayo?
So far, sir, with yung mga days na walang close ang schools, nakapag-roll out naman kami ng distance learning packages namin in particular for the high school students, tsaka yung mga higher level na elementary. So ongoing, sir, yung ongoing yung mga online classes.
Sir, how did you prepare for this? Nakapag-prepare po ba kayo?
Yeah, medyo
baka pwede niyo po share.
Yeah, medyo matagal din yung yung preparation, tsaka hindi rin siya basta-basta. Actually, we started mga 2 years ago. Napansin ng mga teachers din na and students in particular, napansin nila na may mga apps ang Google na baka pwede namin gamitin. So, we started dun sa students for projects, yung Google Docs. As everyone knows, yung Google Docs kasi, several students can view it at the same time. No? So, nung una, nag-experiment muna kami, mga short projects ng mga students. And napatunayan naman ng mga bata na it saves time for them. Tsaka maraming resources ang available online. And number 3, yung pinakamalaking advantage is that they can collaborate. And then also, the teachers found out that they can monitor dun sa mga project ng mga bata kung ano exactly yung contribution ng mga bata. So, madaling mag-grade. In the case of the teachers naman, there were 2 years ago, very few teachers were using Google Classroom and Google Docs. And then after 1 year, 2019, nag-decide kami na mag-undergo ng training as one faculty. No? So we invited Sir Adrian as the speaker. So na-train po kami sa paggamit ng Google Google for Education. Maraming apps yun. Maraming teachers ang nakapasa dun sa level 1 certification. Then a handful of teachers also nag-exam for level 2 certification. Yun. Yun yung first steps namin. Ah,
Mhm.
Tapos dumating na yung 2009 class, itong school year 2019-2020. Ang ginawa namin, for every subject, merong isang teacher na gagawa siya ng isang Google Classroom for one of his or her subjects. So hindi siya mabigat yung
Okay.
requirement namin this year. Oh. Isa lang muna. And then later on, habang nag-progress na yung school year, siguro third term, parami na ng parami yung teachers na gumagamit ng Google Classroom. Um, at the same time, yung mga clerical work ng teachers, like yung submission ng grades, submission ng feedback sa students, ginawa na rin namin through Google Docs. In particular, Google Sheets, napaka useful for the teachers. For example, may mga meetings kami na na-eliminate namin kasi alam naman natin lahat na pag sa uh, school setting, mahirap magtawag ng meetings. So minsan yung mga information na kailangan mong i-disseminate through meetings, ginagawa namin, naglalabas na lang kami ng Google Forms to get feedback from the teachers. Then, uh, kung ano man yung consensus na kailangan namin kunin from the teachers, uh, nakukuha na namin through Google Forms. And then, it saves us a lot of time actually. So, little by little, as the school year progressed, nararamdaman na namin yung advantages. And then fast forward ng konti, dumating ngayon yung outbreak ng COVID-19. No? So last week, 2 days bago mag-declare si President Duterte ng quarantine for Metro Manila, tsaka yung first cancellation ng classes. 2 days before that, nag-conduct kami ng short review, and we required all teachers ng high school na magkaroon ng Google Classroom for the subjects nila. Yun. So, ni-review namin lahat nung tinuro sa amin ni Sir Adrian dun sa level 1 tsaka level 2 workshops ng Google for Education. And then eventually, just in time, bago magkaroon ng uh, enhanced quarantine for for Luzon, no. Nakapag-roll out naman kami ng Google Classroom for most of the if not all, mga 90% of the subjects of high school, and some subjects for the senior ng elementary. Yan. So far nandun kami, no. So ang schedule ng classes namin online, um, Monday to Thursday from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Yung mga teachers namin available at that time for questions from students and to conduct video conference lectures. So far, yun ang sir,
Mhm.
status namin.
Wow, thank you, sir. I'm sure marami tayong na-inspire na mga teachers ngayon. Ano? Um, well, since pinag-uusapan natin ang distance learning at ini-implement nyo na po ito ngayon with your students and with your co-teachers, can you share, sir, some tips how to strategically implement distance learning in your classes?
Oo. Well, wala namang I cannot say na walang naging challenge, no. I mean, a lot of schools will say the same thing na unang-una na yung internet connection, no. So, ginawa muna namin kasi we had the whole school year to practice using Google Classroom. Nakaharap namin yung mga estudyante. So, we took advantage of that. So, we made sure muna na lahat ng estudyante alam yung controls ng Google Classroom. They know, alam nila kung saan sila maglalagay ng submission, alam nila kung ano yung mga deadline. So, yun yung side ng mga students. That
Mhm.
was, I think, one of the easiest part. Yung, kasi lahat naman ng mga estudyante ngayon, I think, more than close to 100% of mga estudyante, medyo uh, technologically inclined, I can say. So, madali silang turuan.
Mhm.
On the side of
Totoo.
the teachers, I'm sure you will also say the same thing for your school na may mga ibang teachers na mas sanay dun sa manual. So, mas gusto nila pa rin yung manual setting. No? And nahihirapan sila mag-transition from manual to online. So, ginawa namin doon, yung mga teachers namin na medyo mas marunong na, sila yung nag-a-assist dun sa mga teachers na kailangan ng konting tulong sa pag and practice na paggamit. Yun. I said a while ago about the internet connection, no? So, balikan ko lang yun. Um, so, nag-upgrade yung school namin ng internet connection just to be sure that all the teachers will have enough, will have access, no? And all students will have access also. Pangalawa, sunod doon yung availability ng mga laptops. No? Tsaka, inalaw namin yung mga estudyante na magdala ng laptops. Para nakaset na rin yung laptops nila para pag open na in the morning, uh, they can check their emails in the morning. So yun yung mga unang ginagawa nila sa classes namin. Ano pa ba? Well, some schools would say na paano yun? Wala kaming internet connection. Ano? Um, I think there's a lot of help that you can get from the local government units. No? Uh, yung mga mayors pwede yung lapitan. Alam ko they have funds for education. No? Pwede yung pa-sponsor yon sa mga counselors din. And pakita nyo sa kanila yung advantage. I think this is a good time to to plan out no kung paano niyo i-approach yung problem about internet connection ng school niyo. Um, Siguro pwede niyo lapitan yung mga mayors kasi may naka-allocate naman na pondo for that. In line with that also, kapag meron ng internet connection yung school niyo, importante din yung discipline among teachers sa paggamit ng internet connection. So, pag bawal talaga yung during class hours na mag online sa social media, ipatupad nyo talaga yon. No? So, meron namang way to block it yung mga sites na social media sites. So, I think yun din, malaking bagay din yun para ma-maximize yung mga estudyante, no? Ang internet connection. Um, sir, can you recommend a particular internet connection speed? Wala naman yatang, ano no, hindi naman yata kailangan ng napakabilis. Sir Adrian?
Sa totoo lang, maraming schools ang nagsimula sa very slow internet connection. Maraming schools. May mga ibang schools pa din na naka-dongle or naka-pocket Wi-Fi's. So
Uh-huh.
others would start with 10 Mbps hanggang sa every increase it. Ano. May mga iba naman, hinuhold muna yung digital technology kasi sinasabi lang, wala pa kaming internet. But the others, ginagawa nila, working on their internet connection, they're also working on how to upscale their skills as a teacher. Now, sir,
Tama,
balik ko naman sa sir ang tanong.
tama.
Now that we're integrating distance learning, ano dapat yung maging mindset ng teachers when giving work or
Oh, yes.
workload for students?
Yeah, tama. That's another challenge also, no? Siyempre, since unang dapat isipin ng mga teachers and administration at the same time is that yung contact time nyo with the students will not be, hindi siya kasing haba ng nasa classroom ka. So, iba pa rin
Mm-hmm.
yung nasa classroom. I would agree to that. So, with that in mind, don't expect na yung same number of items na binibigay nyo sa classroom ay kayang i-handle ng mga bata pag nasa bahay. So, since say for example, they can only go online for 2 hours, and then gawa na sila ng work nila. So, let's say sa amin kasi isang chapter sa math, kailangan ng bata gawin yung around 30 to 40 items. And they have to do three chapters a week. So, ang dami nun. So, that's like about mga
Mm-hmm.
120 items. No? So, don't expect na yung mga bata gagawin din yon, no? So, ang kailangan yung gawin is to rationalize. No? So, kung alam mo na konti lang yung time na pwedeng i-spend ng bata online, bawasan mo na rin yun. So, anong items yung mga tatanggalin mo? So, ang ginawa namin is that, for example, chapter 1, kasi yung design ng book namin is like, kung nasa chapter 10 ka, yung 30 items na yon, not all of that is chapter 10. Meron siyang mga from chapter 9, chapter 8. So,
Mm-hmm.
noong una ginawa muna namin out of 30 items, 15 items. At ang sasagutan lang ng mga bata is only about that chapter. So, naka-rationalize na siya. Talagang kailangan mong bawasan. Hindi pwedeng i-push mo sa bata na
Tama, sir.
do the same amount.
You have to make it
So,
concise, ano? You have to make it
mm, mm,
medyo
yeah.
mas shorter.
You
Po.
have a smaller window, so i-rationalize mo. And last na lang na ginawa namin is that, syempre, meron ka rin hindi pwedeng i-compromise, no? Like, may mga non-negotiable yung lahat ng topics gusto namin ng school namin na madaanan. So we are making sure na with the remaining time that we have, kasi May pa kami magtatapos eh. So with the remaining time that we have, so babawasan namin yung mga items. At the same time, it will enable us to na madaanan lahat ng topics. So wala kaming binawas sa topics. Nagbawas lang kami sa items. So yun basically yung rationalization na ginawa namin.
Mag-add din ako, no, sir. When it comes to distance learning, no, we're expecting na once we implement distance learning, the students should have at the same time yung self-paced learning. So hindi natin i-require talaga yung student na to be in front of the screen, the monitor 24/7. But with distance learning, we give them flexible hours on how to work on their workload, how to finish their assignments and read some materials.
That's true, that's true.
And now, sir,
If I may add, yes, sir.
hmm? Sige pa.
Sorry, if I may add lang, obligation ng teacher na bigay ng enough materials. And actually, pakaraming materials online. Ang papakita namin mamaya sa Google Classroom kung um, paano ka makakapag-include ng materials for the students. No? Videos, reading
Mhm.
materials, minsan mga games pa. So, we'll show it later.
Sige pa. Bali, now in our next part, Sir Isaac will be introducing a Google tool.
Okay, sige. So, we'll introduce the basics of Google Classroom. No? Yung one of the platforms na pwede yung magamit. No? So, we'll start at yung nakita niyo yung Gmail ko. Um, so, from there, maglo-launch tayo ng Google Classroom. So, kung nakikita niyo yung on the upper right corner, nandun yung icon nyo ng yung Google uh, profile pic, for example. And then may question mark also there. Tapos merong 9 na dots, no? Yung ibang teachers, ang tawag dun sa 9 na dots ito ay waffle yata, no? Tawag niya. But officially this is the Google Apps icon. So click natin 'yon, no? Pag nag-click kayo dito, lalabas yung lahat ng mga Google Apps na pwede nyo magamit. No? So from your account, Gmail, YouTube, Classroom. If you scroll down, nandun din yung Drive, then you have slide sheets. Yan, marami yan. So we'll concentrate muna sa Google Classroom. I'll click Google Classroom just to launch it. Yan. Yan, so nag-launch na yung page ng Google Classroom. Another way to to get into Google Classroom is you type this URL, yung classroom.google.com. So by using that, you can also try ulit natin using the URL. And dadalhin rin kayo sa Google Classroom. Yan. So, okay, I think we can start. So, kung wala pa kayong classes, wala siyang mga ganito, yung nakikita niyo yung mga current na classes ko kasi to, no? So, wala pa yan, no? Yung wala pa yung mga class cards na yan. But what I have here are four classes in sa past terms. No? So, mag-umpisa tayo sa pag-create ng bagong classroom. No? So, tingin ulit kayo dun sa upper right portion. Andun ulit yung Google account icon nyo, and then yung 9 na dots, Google Apps icon. And then sa kaliwa nun, there's a plus sign, no? So click natin yon, no? May mapapansin nyo, may lalabas na options, join class or create class. No, kung teacher ka, so create class ka, pag click mo niyan, may lalabas lang na reminder. So click I understand the above notice, and then you continue. Nagre-remind lang to na ginagamit mo yung current email mo at hindi G Suite for Education email. Okay. Now, mag-create tayo ng class. No? So, lagyan mo lang ng name yung class mo. So, let's say this chemistry. Then, section A. And then, subject, kung ano man yung ginagamit ng school nyo. So, let's say it's Chem 2, and then room 201, for example. And then, sa lower right, tingnan nyo may nakalagay na cancel and create. So, we'll create the class. Yan, yan. So, as you can see, lumabas na yung um, page ng class na ginawa nyo. No? So, I'd like to call your attention to, number one, the banner. Pwede nyo i-redesign yan, depende sa gusto nyo. And then also, dito nakalagay yung stream, classwork, people, and then grades. No? Ito yung basic pages that you will use. So let's go first to the stream. No? Etong stream is a reminder page. Pwede ka mag-post dito ng anything that you want your class to uh, to know, no? Let's say, for example, I click yung share with your class. No? Pwede ka dito maglagay ng ang reminder. So you can post a greeting to your students. No? So just say, hi students. And just say, please check this. Yan. So nakapag-type ka na ng reminder mo, and then pwede mo ring iset kung kanino lang yung sino makaka-receive ng reminder na to. You can actually personalize this, no? At this time, wala pa kasing students na nakalagay. So ang default niya is all students. So let's go down. So ito yung reminder, and then if you can see yung add, you can add any link here or videos or any websites that you want, or kung meron kang PDF file na gustong bigay sa mga estudyante, pwede mo siya click natin para makapag-ano ka. So, pwede ka mag-attach from your drive, pwede ka maglagay ng link, pwede ka rin maglagay ng file, pwede ka rin maglagay ng YouTube video. So, subukan natin maglagay ng YouTube video from here. So, pag nag-click ka ng YouTube, may lalabas na search page for YouTube. No? So, mag-click tayo ng, let's say, may lesson ka sa moles for chemistry, and then you click search. Lalabas na yung the most popular links in YouTube. So let's click the first one, Introduction to Moz. So naka-attach na siya rito. Yon. So let's look at this side. On the right side naman, kung okay na sa'yo ito, wala ka nang ilalagay na reminder pa, you can already post this. No? Pwede mo na siyang i-post. Pag nag-click ka ng post ngayon, it will be posted automatically. Lahat ng students mo, may kita na siya as soon as you post this. Pwede ka ring mag-schedule if you want. No? Kung gusto mo, i-schedule natin. No? Pwede mo siyang schedule at a certain time. So may lalabas na calendar. Pwede mo siyang schedule several days from now. At pwede mo ring indicate kung anong time may kita ng mga estudyante. Now, this will scheduling medyo useful siya kung yung estudyante mo madaling ma-overwhelm sa mga work nila para hindi rin sila nakatabunan. No? Minsan may mga estudyanteng feeling nila na overwhelmed na sila. So, you can do that also. But for the meantime, ipopost natin siya. So, automatically and immediately post yan to all students. So, basically, yun yung parts and function of the stream. And chronologically, naka-arrange din siya chronologically according dun sa pag-post mo. So, bababa na lang yan kung meron kang bagong post dito sa share something with your class. Okay. So, later on, we'll entertain questions. We'll also show you yung gawa na post for stream. Let's go to people. Page number 3, people. Yan. So, para saan naman to? No? This one is for inviting students. So, may dalawang malaking labels dito, teachers and then students. So, tingnan muna natin yung teachers. Doon sa teachers, if you will go to the right, no, punta ka sa right side, merong icon ng invite teachers, so merong plus. So, click natin yon. No? Pag nag-click ka doon sa invite teachers, para sa naman to? In our school kasi, meron kaming policy na yung coordinator mo is your co-teacher in the classroom. So meron din para din may nagmo-monitor ng mga ginagawa ng mga estudyante para alam din ng co-teachers mo, ng yung coordinator kung kailangan mo ng tulong. So yun, pwede mo i-type yung email dito. So let's say, I'll type an email. No? Type mo lang yung email ng co-teacher mo. So let's say, yan, i-type ko yung isang email ko. Yan. Yan. Pagkatapos mo ma-type yung email nung co-teacher mo, pwede ka na mag-click ng invite. If you look at the lower right, merong invite doon. So, yan. Click natin. Yan. Kung napapansin nyo, naka-gray pa siya. Kasi hindi pa nag-accept yung isang teacher. Ang mangyayari ngayon nito, Google, mag-send ng Google ng email dun sa teacher na to at makaka-receive siya ng invitation sa Gmail. Now, let's go to students. No? Basically, sa students, pareho lang. So, let's invite students. So, punta ka rin sa icon na on the right na merong plus. There are 2 ways to invite students. Ito yung first. So, type ulit natin yung another email. So, I'll just use the same email. So, invite. So, I'll use another email na lang. So, not this one. Oops. Sorry, hindi pala Gmail yon. Sorry. Yan. So, yung in-invite ko ngayon is someone who has a Gmail address. So, lalabas na siya dito ngayon. If you can see, invited na siya. So, again, gray siya kasi hindi pa nag-accept. The second way na pwede ka mag-invite ng students is kung babalik ka dun sa main page mo, let's click chemistry ulit. Yun. Sa baba ng chemistry, yung title ng subject, kung nakikita mo may class code. Yan, NBFMQSI. So, Click natin siya, merong square na nasa right side doon. Pag nag-click ka doon, i-display ito ng malaki. So yan, the purpose nito kaya malaki siya. Minsan pag nasa classroom ka, pag naka-project sa TV or sa TV, pwede nang copy ng mga estudyante. So, pwede mo siyang ibigay sa mga estudyante, i-copy paste mo siya. Yan. At pwede mo ibigay sa mga students mo to para makapag-join sila sa class. Okay. If you remember kanina, um, merong join class dun sa main page, pwede nilang gamitin yon. So this page, ang purpose ito again ng people is to invite a co-teacher and also to invite students. Yan. Sir Ian, meron ka pa bang additional dito sa uh, page for students, inviting students?
Ayan, for inviting students naman, ang rule for Google Classroom, kapag ang ginamit yung account ay Gmail, kung yourname@gmail.com, dapat lahat ng sasali lang ay nakapilar Gmail or personal Gmail lang po. Pero kapag ang gamit po ninyo ay school domain lang din po, with the same school domain lang po ang makakapasok. So yun lang po with Google Classroom.
Oh. Katulad kanina napansin nyo may na-reject na invitation kasi yung in-invite ko um, hindi Gmail yung ginagamit niya. So ayan, so let's go to the next more important, also equally important rather, yung classwork. Let's click classwork. Yan, ito na yung pwede na maglagay yung teacher ng assignments. Antayin lang natin. Yan. Okay. I hope you can see the screen already, no? So, isang gugustuhan ko sa Google is yung may commonality sa mga icons, no? Nakikita nyo merong plus ulit dito tsaka may word na create, no? So, kung napansin nyo, palaging ginagamit ng Google yung plus sign either to add or to make something. So, let's click that, no? So ito yung mga options mo. Pwede kang maglagay ng assignment, pwede kang mag-click ng quiz assignment, questions, or materials. So, let's go to the basics lang. Let's go to question. Mag-click tayo ng question. Let's say meron kang homework sa mga students mo and simple lang yung question. So let's say what is Avogadro's number? And what is it used for? Yeah. So may question ka na. No? And then pagka-type mo ng question mo, tingnan mo sa right side, may nakalagay doon short answer. So pwede ka ring mamili kung multiple choice siya. Maglalagay ka ng option dito.
Okay. Nawala si Sir Isaac, but for now, we'll just continue. We'll wait for him, no? Right now, ang i-discuss ko naman po is creating your hyperdocs or hyperslides. Ano po bang ibig sabihin ng hyperdocs? So, this is the time wherein you want to make your work for your students concise or sama-sama. Hyperdocs is a term used to describe a Google Doc for students where all the components of learning are in one material. So, paano po yun? So, it's either you choose between Google Docs or Google Slides. For now, I'll be sharing my screen. Again, here we go to Google Slides. From Gmail po, pwede po tayong pumunta sa Google Apps icon or the waffle here. And then from Here we just choose Google Docs. Sorry, Google Slides pala. Ayan. Once we go to Google Slides, we just look for our created material. Kung wala pa naman, we'll just start from scratch. From here, makikita nyo, may blank document. We just click blank. But for the purpose of this training, I have already prepared a hyperslide document. For example, ito po ang gusto nyong ipamigay sa inyong students as their reference material or review material. Let's say the topic. What we want to do is to put all the materials that they're going to use in that document. So, ibig sabihin, kung may gusto kayong ipapanood, may gusto kayong pasagutan, lahat po ng mga iyon ay nasa Google Slides na lang through a link. So, gagamit po tayo ng linking para po makapag-insert ng different materials. So, from here, let's say, history of Earth. Kung gusto pa po natin dagdagan yung reference materials natin, we can just look for other websites for other reference materials. Kunwari po ito. Let's say as site. So what I'll do is to copy the link of this website and then go back to the material. Highlight ko lang po ito, history of the Earth, or kung ano po yung gusto ninyong i-link sa mga words na yan. So we just highlight it. And then meron po tayong tool dito na insert link. Ayan. From there, we can just paste yung link ng history of the Earth. What else? Let's say, naman, kunwari at the end of the reading material of the student, may pagagawa po kayong worksheet. So kung meron po kayong nagawa, let's say in Google Docs, we just go back to the document or template na ginawa natin. Ang kagandahan po ng Google Apps or Google Docs is that we can just share the file via link address. So ang gagawin po natin, we just click share, and then instead of typing the email address, we go to get shareable link. So ibig sabihin po, makakapag-extract po tayo ng link na pwede po nilang ma-view. Copy link. And then from here, worksheet. You just, siguro pwede nyo pong gawin, pwede nyo i-type, click this for your individual worksheet. Okay, so here, lang din natin, let's say individual worksheet, we insert link. Pwede po dito sa insert the link. We also have here yung sa symbol. Insert, then we get the link. Then we paste. So from there, nandito na rin po yung worksheet ninyo. And then let's say you want to add another reference material for your, kunwari, gusto nyo ng video naman about the history of the Earth. From here, pwede tayo mamili. Just make sure that your video or your source material na-review nyo mabuti. So let's say this one. We just open the video from YouTube, and then we copy the link. So balik tayo sa hyper slides na binubuo natin. And just simply highlight Earth's history. And then insert link. And then once na nailagay na natin, click apply. Pwede rin naman po yung insert video itself from Google Slides. So we just copy the link and then insert video. Ang kagandahan din po with Google Slides is that when you insert a video, you don't need to download the video. Hindi na kailangan mag-convert pa to MP4. So what you can do is to either search the link or search the title sa YouTube mismo. Meron na po ditong feature ni YouTube, or by URL. So you just copy from any websites na may video material or from your Google Drive. So ibig sabihin, if you have a personalized video, ang gagawin nyo lang is put it in Google Drive, get the link, extract the link, and then paste it here. Once we're done, lalabas na po yung YouTube video na gusto natin. What else? Let's say you want to add another activity for them. Let's say you want to integrate another useful educational app. Let's say you want them to create an infographics about the year. Ang papagamit ko po ay PictoChart. So ito namang PictoChart ay isang app where they can create different infographics. So ang gagawin ko lang po, I'll just go to the website of PictoChart. Ito po yun. Very useful po ito. Madali lang po gamitin. User-friendly. Madali masundan ng students yung instructions on how to create one. So we just copy the link of this. And then we again highlight the word PictoChart and then put the link. So dito natin may implement yung self-paced learning wherein lahat ng gagamitin ni student for the specific lesson nandito na lahat. We're integrating everything in just one hyperdoc or hyper slides. So eto na po. So let's say I full screen this. Ayan. So if this is the sample reference material na ibibigay ninyo, may short introduction, may link for the video, may link for another website na pwede pa nilang mabasa. There's an additional video from YouTube. Merong worksheet from Google Docs. Meron tayong PictoChart na another application where they can create infographics. So ganun po gumawa ng isang hyper slide. So we don't submit several files to them or to Google Classroom. Pwede natin siyang i-siksik or pwede natin siya gawing concise para lahat ng learning materials ni student madaling makita, mabilis makuha, madaling ma-access. Ayun po. So, yun po si Hyperslide. Ngayon po, babalik ko ulit si Sir Isaac, naputol kanina. Sir Isaac.
Yes, sir.
Ayan po.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're back. Okay. So, natapos ko na po, sir, si Hyperslides, So, ito yung mga pwede nyong i-integrate sa classroom. Once you use Google Classroom kasi, it's a higher, kumbaga, it's a higher form of tool kasi sa mga ibang apps ni Google. Maraming ibang magsasabi na, hindi ko masyadong gusto si Google Classroom kasi limited ako. Pero sa totoo po si Google Classroom, kapag natutunan nyo po yung mga basics ng ibang apps ni Google, mas madali nyo pong magagamit si Google Classroom. Just like this, if you know how to create hyperslides and put it in your Google Classroom, mas mabilis po at mas madali ang workflow for students. Ayan. So balik ko sir ulit sa inyong discussion sa Google Classroom.
Okay, sir. So I'll restart yung sa uh, this yung paggawa ng question, sir, no. I believe sa ba ko dito yata ako naputol. So once gumawa ka na ng
Yes,
question,
coursework. Mm-hmm.
yes. So once you type your question, tapos meron ka ng instructions for the students. Like what Sir Ian said a while ago, yung flexibility ng Google Classroom, dito na pumapasok. No? When you click yung add, marami ka nang pwedeng ilagay dito. If you take a look at link, pwede kang mag-link dito ng materials from a particular website na gusto mong gamitin ng mga estudyante. Pwede mo rin siyang ditong ilagay. Yun. So ang nilagay natin dito ay isang YouTube um, file, no, a YouTube video that will help students answer the question. Kung naaalala nyo kanina, sinabi natin bago tayo nagsimula, one of the challenges is yung what if the student does not have yung mga textbooks nila, no? So actually, this answers that question. Obligasyon ng teacher na maglagay dito ng materials for the students to use such that hindi na siya magpapanik kung hindi niya wala sa kanya yung textbook niya. Another plus is yung, of course, kung compare mo naman yung materials online, mas maraming updated materials online na pwedeng pagpilian ng teacher at pwede ring makuha ng mga estudyante. So pwede mo siyang i-attach dun sa ad. Okay, that's dun sa right side naman. Kung titingnan natin yung right side naman. Okay, makikita nyo naman dun yung date, kung kailan siya i-post, kung gusto nyo baguhin yon. So, nakaschedule siya ng March 24 at 8 a.m. No? So, pwede mo siyang baguhin. Click mo ulit yung schedule at kung may lalabas ulit na calendar, it's up to you kung kailan mo siya i-due. And then, hindi pa to nabibigay sa mga estudyante kasi we have to click schedule. Okay, so tingnan natin yung iba pang parts dito. Like, the points na gusto mong i-assign sa estudyante, kung kailan siya due, lalabas din dyan. Tsaka itong kanina sabi ko yung sa topic, pwede mo siyang lagyan ng topic. So, ang nilagay kong topic dito is first grading. Ang purpose ng topic is like, para siyang tag. So, lahat ng mga topics na nilagyan mo ng first grading, pwede mo siya later on ma-recall under one group as first grading. Tapos, may dalawa pang boxes dito. Students can reply to each other. Kung gusto mong gawing group work to, students can edit the answer. Kung gusto mong baguhin pa ng estudyante yung kanyang sagot kung may mali siya after ng due date, pwede. No? At you can also choose kung sinong estudyante ang sasagot lang. Kung gusto mo may naka-group na group A, tatlong estudyante, iba yung question for group B, pwede rin. No? You can also do that. So, schedule na natin tong work na to. No? Let's click schedule. So, pag nag-launch ka na ng question, malalagay na siya dun sa page ng classwork, chronologically din. No? So, may reminder din dito sa baba kung kailan mo in-schedule yun. So, ang mangyayari ngayon for the side of the students ay makakatanggap sila ng email reminding them na merong work na nilagay yung teacher for them at merong deadline. From my experience also, yung mga bata na may naka-mobile, no? Like for example, sa cellphone na Android, at least for Android, I can speak for yung mga Android users, na sa side ng teachers, kapag may lumabas na reminder pertaining to Google Classroom, so long as install yung Google Classroom sa Android phone mo, magkakaroon ka ng reminder. Yung students din, kung kapag naka-install yung Google Classroom sa mobile nila, kahit nasa labas sila ng bahay, magkakaroon ng reminder. Together with nakamatch na yan sa reminder nila sa Gmail nila. Okay, so yun yung basics ng assigning work for students. Marami pang pwede rito, like for example, gusto mong mag-assign ng quiz. Yan. So tingnan natin kung ano yung sa quiz assignment naman. So dun sa quiz assignment, ang pinagkaiba lang dun sa question ay, if you can see, meron dito nakalagay na blank quiz na Google Form. No, meron kang chance na maglagay ng dito mismo gagawa ka ng Google Form. So pag nag-click ka dito, may lalabas na panibagong page for Google Form, which is a blank quiz. So pwede ka nang gumawa ng quiz using Google Form, and automatically naka-attach na siya dun sa classroom mo. So we'll take this out muna kasi mahabang discussion yung Google Form. But yun yung purpose nun. Pwede mo siyang i-attach. Let's say for example, hindi mo natapos yung ginagawa mo, no? Let's say this is a topic for next week. No? Hindi mo siya natapos. No? So, kung titingnan mo yung sa upper right corner, dun sa assign, meron doon nakalagay na assign, schedule, save, draft. No? Pwede mong save mo na yung draft. No? Kung hindi mo matapos gawin itong para sa mga estudyante. Yan. So, naka-gray pa lang siya dito. Kung napapansin mo, pinagkaiba dun sa naka-assign na. Naka-gray pa to kasi draft pa lang siya. Wala pang notification for the students. Okay? Tapos, another feature that you can see here sa classwork, yung Google Calendar, tsaka yung class drive folder. Pag nag-click ka dyan, pag inopen mo yung class drive folder, kung meron ka mga materials na pinadala sa mga estudyante, may ipon siya dito sa class folder, which is automatically shared sa students. Kung meron silang kailangan balikan ng mga materials na ginawa mo, pwede nila mabalikan yun. So long as nakashare sa kanila. So we're done with people, we're done with classwork. So let's go to grades. Tingnan natin yung grades. So as you can see, wala pa kasing estudyante dun sa classroom na ginawa natin. Ang makita mo dapat dito ay yung summary ng grades ng mga bata, ng scores ng mga pinadala mong work sa kanila. May kita mo na agad dito. It will also give you a reminder kung sino yung hindi pa gumagawa. And later on, I'll show you yung one of my previous classes. Papakita ko sa inyo. Ayan. So, another feature na pwede mong, na very useful dito, kung titingnan mo again sa upper right portion ng Google Classroom, whether nasa stream ka or sa classwork, nasa people ka or nasa grades ka, palaging lumalabas tong 9 na dots na to yung Google Apps. No? Pwede kang mag-launch ng any app that you need habang ginagawa mo yung requirements ng mga students mo sa classroom. So, Sir Adrian, is there anything else na gusto mong i-add
Ayan.
sa Google Classroom?
Oo. Actually, thank you, Sir Isaac, for discussing Google Classroom. Sa totoo lang po, kaya natin mag-discuss ng mas mahaba pa about Google Classroom kasi napakadaming features ito. Kumbaga, yung diniscuss ni Sir Isaac ay patikim pa lang o kumbaga basic features pa lang po ni Google Classroom. So, right now po, time check, it's 56, sa mga teachers po na sasali po mamaya or manunood, magfa-flash po kami ng form for registration. You can also leave your comments at the comment box below, and then later on, we'll answer your questions. This webinar by GEG South Manila will be a weekly webinar po. So, ito pa lang po ang una nating webinar, sir. This is in response to the coronavirus outbreak. Alam po natin na marami pong teachers na nangangailangan ng tutorial lessons on how to integrate distance learning sa mga estudyante. Ayun po. So, expect natin po by in a few days we'll be coming up with another webinar with another G Suite and other third-party apps that we can use for distance learning. Sir, meron po kayong may additional po kayo?
Ano lang sir, siguro if we can show yung tatlong screen cap ng mga current tabs. Okay. Sige, so as you can see dito sa screen cap to ng actual na lessons namin sa Google Classroom. What you can see right now is an interaction between the teacher and the students. So, once mag-submit na yung estudyante, as you can see, nag-reply ako dito dun sa estudyante. Nag-reply ako dun sa estudyante and pwede kong sabihin kung ano yung mali niya. And pwede ko pa siyang bigyan ng additional links, additional websites. Pwede niyang, kung gusto niya mag-review pa, para next time mas mataas yung score niya sa exam, pwede, no? So, on the left side, you can see the other students, naka-gray, ano lang siya kasi for privacy reasons, hindi ko pwedeng pakita yung email ng mga estudyante. So, yung mga scores nila nandiyan. And then yung interaction namin ng students, nandito sa right side. This is private, yung interaction ng student and the teacher. Hindi siya nakikita ng ibang estudyante. So kung ano yung comment mo dun sa estudyante, particular student, will be very very private. Another
Yes,
screen cap.
tama po yan. So hindi makikita ng students yung grades ng mga kaklase nila. So si teacher lang ang may access to all. So si student naman, ang access lang niya would be the comments of the teacher sa kanya at sa stream lang where everybody can post. Ayan.
Sir, patingin ng another screen cap. Yan. So, ito naman yung, if you can see, naka-highlight yung grades, no? Yung page ng grades. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, summary ng grades and scores ng mga estudyante. So, outline dito, naka-list yung mga pangalan ng mga estudyante mo. So, parang grading sheet na rin siya actually. And then, nakalagay rin kung sino yung hindi pa nag-submit, naka-red because overdue na yung assignment ng bata. And then, normally, it would show yung score na nilagay mo. And then, pag red, ibig sabihin, hindi pa nagpapasa yung student. And it's also arranged chronologically. Ayun, sir. I think this is just a simple summary of the grades of the students.
Ayan. Thank you very much, Sir Isaac. No? Madaming features na binanggit si Sir Isaac. Siguro in our next webinars, we'll be talking about the other features of Google Classroom and other Google tools. For now po, you can register here at gg.gg/GEG virtually ready 01. If you questions, you can leave it in the comment box. You can also connect with us through this registration or by commenting. Ayan. So, right now, active 1 hour for us and for the teachers. I hope marami kayong natutunan kay Sir Isaac sa akin when it comes to integrating distance learning. So, catch us in our next webinar. Antayin nyo po ang aming updates by just subscribing to this channel, Look Beyond the class, or you can follow um, our Facebook profile or also our GEG website. So we'll be posting all the details in the description box. Ayan. Maraming salamat po mga teachers. Magandang hapon po ulit. Keep safe everyone at magkita-kita po tayo ulit. Thank you
Yeah,
po.
goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.